So today we're gonna be playing some I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. So with this, our main goal is try to get the Colonel's secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. So let's go ahead and hop into this all the way, and let's get some good old chicken. Alright, so let's go ahead and hop into I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Oh, welcome, chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. Let's go with some good old Mike Hawk. Love me some of that chicken and biscuits. So just a little heads up, there's some thunder going on outside. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or if you could, wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock, let's up and at 'em! Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. It's here. Finally. Your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare. So many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit, a KFC biscuit, so warm, so good, so fulfilling, dripping wet with that butter. And burst out the door in a hurry. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Yikes. You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy of Learning. But you reek, because you forgot deodorant. You uncultured, absolutely disgusting swine. Oh, wait, that's me. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Mike Hawk. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I'm sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What's the... It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, carry person I know. You're going to do great. But without University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she shifted to practicing on a mannequin. What a disgrace. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Well, let's give her a pep talk. Remember last month when you saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? That lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know you look spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will, soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Marian up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Your bangs are pretty rockin'. With that bow, honestly, would die for. Can you believe I cut them myself? I mean, they actually do look good. You shut your mouth, personal monologue me. Those bangs are rockin', so I'm gonna ignore that. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons. Oh God, not the spoons! Out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey, it's Ashley, your arch rival. I already have a rival in this? God, I don't know. She's totally evil, but you cannot help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Mike Hawk's shins alone! They're perfectly normal shins! Ugh, I cannot stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually spelled Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. So note to self, Ashley is French. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us! We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van? You rang? God, there's so many people already. How am I gonna keep up with this? Ah! You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Oh my. I can't believe that University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Bow, 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 bow! Getting called out. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professionals. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Push! You'll see later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick.
I love you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down a little bit. You see, I like you as a friend, and that's about it. I think you mean thank you. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Don't go to I love you. See, it's just not working. The bowl cut, the stains on your clothes. I mean, look at this. The stains on your clothes. I can't say much. I'm the one with sweaty armpits right now. But, like, I was daydreaming about the fantastic Colonel Sanders. But then there's just you.
My name's Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob. But I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Mike Hawk. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day?
No.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? What the hell's wrong with you? No, he's not. No, not in the slightest.
I think it's just you. See, look. This game knows where I'm going. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch. Oh my gosh, it's a douche! Oh, I love you so much! Screw Colonel Sanders, let me fall in love with this beast. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. His name is Sprinkles. I love him so much. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom.
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable, dreamy, sexy, spontaneous goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him, If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkle. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Alright, so, let's go with voice. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisles of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. My heart is beating. The bells are ringing. Ah! If only he could be mine. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
And this over here must be sweaty. Sweats a lot.
Maybe you should open the window back up. Faucet pits before faucet pits. I can speak. Melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. I know English well.
Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that.
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
Besides, when Mike Hawk sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer.
Not helping. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you. Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. You know it, big boy. Please use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you? About how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond? Well, we obviously have to take this handkerchief. You stretch out your hand, and Colonel Sanders places a fine handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends, past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might be really adorable, tiny food. And there, all is said and done, there will be a battle! You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue. You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in the school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clink made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Clink! The class burst into laughter. Clink, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart is tough, but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? So you don't give him a beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack. Alright, so we don't want to give him the chicken snack because chicken bones are bad for dogs. And so we don't want anything chicken related. Plus, we want to save our special chicken treats for the Colonel. Alright, so the rubber ball is going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. And the beef treat. The beef treat, I feel like, would be the most... I feel like it condones him. I want to go with a rubber ball. You reach beneath your apron and return with a rubber ball on your friend. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. You toss the ball and he pounds after it, grabbing it in his mouth, swinging it from side to side before dropping it. The thrill passes quickly. It's not clear if that endeared you to him or not. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibility of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Hey, my cock! There's still a seat here!
It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? So I smell really bad. And I don't want to come across as being too needy. So let's go ahead and sit by my best friend. You move to take a seat by Miriam.
I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class.
Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by?
Colonel Sanders, he has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might gotten to know him a little better.
I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentioned it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Really? First day? I'm not even ready for this.
Yay, a pop quiz about me?
This incredibly important and surprising short quiz will tell him if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Look at you, Pop. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is a tree as chicken is too. So forest has trees. Chickens have feathers. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Alright, obviously it's a spork, but I really want to go commercially oversized fork. But that was an IHOP all-you-can-eat pancakes joke. So I can't go with that one. A meat tenderizer. I'll be beating my meat to Colonel Sanders all night long, so I don't need a meat tenderizer. We're gonna go with the spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Alright, so no joke. I have heard a lot of good things about camel meat. And you gotta realize, those things can survive in the desert for weeks. Those are fat. There's tons of fat in that meat. So, looks amazing. But I don't think they want us to pick camel meat, even though I would love to try camel meat first chance I get. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Humorous. Anything, as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He is the best boy. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You love to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity. My cock, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would be serious about eating. A deliciously fragrant wafts through the room, not my armpits, and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. That smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it time for lunch? No, I didn't want to apologize for my tiredness. You see, I was.
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Hey, I was.
It's about lunch. Everyone cheers.
But I. Sheesh. Lunch, lunch, lunch.
She said shush. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light, just like his abs. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavor. God, Colonel Sanders, I want your 11 herbs and spices. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I've said about that.
What you think, want you stupid secret recipe dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude.
Nah. It's just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him? He looks around nervous to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants them all to herself.
So please.
Well, Von, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act impressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. So this suddenly turned into Stargate. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Do you focus your mind and meditate on this moment? Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment, everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Alright, so focus your mind and meditation on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. That might impress him. With, like, he says he likes our mind, so he can identify the flavor. That's going to go a long way. God, why am I taking this so seriously? This is a dating sim about Colonel Sanders, and I'm critically analyzing every single decision. Okay. So I savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. You know, that's the romanticist way. So I kind of, and swim towards light, I want him to love us for our mind. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano, basil? Maybe. But there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be redacted? He really did it. How bold, how adventurous to use. Redacted. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach the Colonel. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and follows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie. I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly their own, and then he leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow. You never had guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. And redacted. Definitely isn't the flavor you've tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients close to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now it's the perfect moment to show him your personality to him. See, nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add on additional ingredients to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. Okay, so I don't want to brag. And I don't want to recommend how we change the recipe. Because it seems like I'm trying to criticize him. And we know that the 11 herbs and spices don't change in the end. Because we can't change canon KFC lore. Which, does the fact that KFC have 11 herbs and spices count as KFC lore? Alright, for the sake of our minutes, let's go. We're going to be modest and thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty and savory and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate that compliment, my cock. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and end that part right there after that interesting lunch scene. So, we got to talk to the Sanders a little bit. We're getting closer. We have 2 ingredients of the secret blend of herbs and spices. I wonder if we'll be able to get all 11 throughout the game. I think that's what we're working for. We're trying to impress the Colonel. And so overall, I find this absolutely fascinating. So on one hand, we have a Doki Doki-like simulator. And on the other hand, it's taking on a really weird anime approach. It's almost like... I can't quite put my finger on it. But if you like what you saw, if you want to see more of I Love You, Colonel Sanders, the finger-licking good dating simulator, hit like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you're feeling down below. You guys have a great day.